Suzanne Collins, when I catch you, it's over. It's fictional. Please stop crying. Good morning. It's actually the afternoon. I've just been like sitting in bed all day, but I checked my email and the first thing I see, your package has now been delivered, and that means Sunrise on the Reaping is sitting on my front porch right now. I ordered this, I don't even know whenever it was announced and you could pre-order it. I don't know why I'm so nervous. They put a sticker on it. When you've been set up to lose everything you love, what is there left to fight for? I actually kind of hate this cover. That's really pretty. Okay, let's put that back on. See, I thought the cover was going to be this kind of color. Orange, soft like the sunset. I'm sure you clicked on this video knowing that there's going to be spoilers, but if you didn't for some reason, there's going to be spoilers. This is literally going to be my reactions to the book. If you haven't read it, maybe don't watch it, or you can watch it, whatever you want, but it might not make sense because I'm obviously not going to read from the book. I'll just read like smaller quotes here and there. 382 pages. What the fuck? Hey Mitch. So funny story, the moment I sat down to start reading, the power went out and it's still out. Hopefully the names aren't too hard to pronounce like all the other books. The last book, I was saying Sejanus instead of Sejanus, because Sejanus just sounds better. Before I start this, I am hoping and praying that Effie is in this. At least somehow. Like, that will literally make my day because I love her so much. Page 1, I completely forgot that his birthday is on Reaping Day. It was like the only thing that was revealed pretty much about this book. The first words are literally "Happy birthday, hey Mitch." It's fine. 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 My girl? Wasting time and being with my girl, Lenore Dove. That's how I'm saying the name. It's my book. I can read it how I want. This is going to be painful. He just said, I have to agree, and though I'm not a drinker myself, I'm glad to get the bottle. He's not a drinker. But that's like his whole character. Everdeen mentioned. We're at the part with Burdock. She wasn't one of Burdock's Everdeen cousins, so I assume Katniss's dad? Clerk Carmen and her other uncle, Tam Amber, have raised her since her ma died in childbirth. Seeing her pa's always been something of a mystery. They're not blood kin, her being a Baird, but the Covey look out for their own. The way I literally went, what? Out loud. Gay couple? That's when she revealed that he'd been together some 30 years with the fellow in town who replaces busted windows. They have to keep it quiet because loving differently can get you harassed by the peacekeepers, fired from jobs, arrested even. Katniss's mom just got mentioned, Astrid March. See, I didn't remember her first name, and I read it, and it mentioned she had a long blonde braid. And I was like, that's her. God, I love the connections already. I just love everything about the Hunger Games because of the way that it all connects. You know, like the mention of the Bairds and like the Covey and all the names with the colors in it. Like Lucy Gray, what's her name? Something Dove. I can't remember her name already. I'm really bad. The last book I was reading and I wasn't paying attention to who was who. And because the names are so like odd, it's hard for me to remember for some reason like what each person is. So I'm trying to like keep notes in my head of like, okay, this person is his friend, this person is his cousin, this person is his brother, whatever. His brother is 10 years old, so he's not in the Reaping yet. My power is still out, by the way. Okay, wait, so I think Burdock is Katniss's dad. I think it's implying that Burdock is going to marry Astrid. I think that he's an Everdeen, and I think that's Katniss's dad, because I don't think he ever had a name. This is T. Oh my god, it is him. They just name dropped. Her friends know about you, Everdeen? Asks Blair. Nothing to know, says Burdock with a grin. Oh my god, it's her dad. I know that I'm gonna cry at least once. Also, my period starts tomorrow, so like I'm mentally preparing, but that's kind of sweet as well. I like to see all these connections and parallels. Damn, his name is Burdock. Okay, we've met the what do you even call, what is Effie? The Reaper Reader, I guess. Drusilla Sickle. And now the first person is about to be called. So obviously the second quarter quell, there were 4 tributes taken from each district. So we have Luella McCoy and Maisie Donner, which is friends to Katniss's mother, Astrid. I have not read any further. Obviously, Haymitch is going to be one of them. I don't know who the other will be. Yeah, I'm trying not to get attached to anyone. It's gonna suck. One of my favorite characters, okay, don't even question it. I fucking love Plutarch Heavensbee, and I won't be quiet about it. He's in this. I'm so excited. I just love him because he's so, like, obviously he's not perfect, and, like, he puts Katniss through things and all that stuff, but I just really love him, and I think that he's so interesting. So the fact that he's in this, I mean, I'm not surprised he's in it, but I'm just, like, really excited to see him here. So I guess his name wasn't pulled out of the Reaping. At least that's what it's saying here. I haven't finished reading this part, but it's like they're saying, I think we found our replacement because the guy got killed, and then Haymitch and, oh god, what is her name? Lenore Dove went to, like, help the mother try to take the body back. So it seems like we're getting a good look into, or we're going to get a good look into Haymitch and Plutarch. I think I'm on chapter 3 now, and he's kind of saying he doesn't know how to feel about him because he's as unpredictable as lightning. Plutarch is probably going to be mentoring them, because obviously there's no other present District 12 winners. Lucy Gray, love you. We do have a lot of tributes to learn about and meet, but I would love to see more of Plutarch, and I think she's gonna give that to us. I am so excited. Okay, so I did, in fact, fall asleep reading. It's because when I read, I get so tired, and I did not sleep fully last night, so I'm gonna try to get back into it. I was still on chapter 3. I did not get far. I don't think I'm gonna finish it today because I'm not a fast reader, first of all, and I also want to kind of savor it and enjoy it as much as I want it done so that I don't get spoiled accidentally. I do still want to, like, take my time. It just mentioned Lucy Gray, which I know she was mentioned, I think, in the first book at least, but, like, her name isn't mentioned. Her name isn't mentioned here yet that I know of. It basically is just talking about how there's only been one victor of District 12. And it says, I brought our victor up with Lenore Dove a few times, but she never wanted to discuss her. So does she possibly know anything about her or not? Because she's related to Lucy Gray in some way. She's a Baird, so it's possible that she knows stories and just doesn't talk about her for safety wise, or she just genuinely doesn't know. That's interesting. I love that we've already gotten a touch on, like, the Everdeens, Plutarch, the Bairds. He's only mentioned President Snow once. Yeah, I'm still hoping for Effie somehow in this book. I'm really, really hoping, because I think that would be really interesting. But I'm gonna finish whatever they're talking about. We're about to find out the mentors that they're gonna have, since they don't have any alive that we know of victors. I hate Drusilla. I mean, I'm assuming that's the point. She just tried to beat Maisie. I mean, she didn't try, she did. And then said, I hope you do win. You have no idea what's in store for you then. You know nothing. So, holy shit. Yeah, I don't like her. We'll see if that ever changes. I don't think it's going to, personally. Definitely not an Effie. Okay, I took a break, but I just want to say real quick, Haymitch calling Luella sweetheart. I know this is gonna hurt, because he calls Katniss sweetheart. Oh my god. The parallels kill me. I love a good parallel, and this whole book is killing me. I could cry. I'm embracing that when I realize the blood isn't mine, that fate isn't mine, and the tribute who's escaped the arena is Luella. Maisie pulls off one of her necklaces, a heavy strand of beads woven into purple and yellow flowers. I was going to give her this for her token, so she'd have something from home. I have a feeling I'm gonna love Maisie. I really do. She's kind of been like, ugh, a little bit, but she's definitely redeeming herself already. I don't know why this is hitting so hard. Like, we barely even got to know Luella, but like, I don't know, it's just making me sad. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. Oh my god. Wyrus is his mentor. Oh, I fuck with this heavily. The other one has to be Beatty, right? I thought they were gonna do like students again, like in the last one, but oh my god, this is so good. Megs. Dude, when I tell you, this is actually healing something in me right now. And she held him and he cried. I literally can't do this. Okay, I'm at chapter 8. How is everyone saying Ringina? Ringina? I don't know how to say that name. I think I'm gonna go with Ringina. I like her. I think my favorite is Maisie, but that might change. We'll find out. They're training right now. Beatty is also here, and he is Ambert's father. That's how I'm saying that name. This is just making me realize like how much this is gonna hurt, because I didn't know that he even had a child. Maybe that makes me a fake fan, because I don't remember if that's ever mentioned, but a part of me is like, what if it's like catching fire and like multiple people survive? Nope, that's not what's gonna happen, I don't think. I love Beatty though. Beatty and Wyrus and Mags. I am 108 pages in. I'm gonna read the first part today, and then I think I'm gonna stop. Snow talking about the covey. It's a bit of a cheat, but who could resist when you get both the color and the bird, and we know how they feel about their birds. Like one more page, and then it's part 2. What could possibly happen? I have no idea. Whoa. Who's he summoning? My tortures brought in to reinforce his threat. Are you fucking kidding me? I have a belated birthday gift for you. I want it treated with the gratitude that it deserves. He inclines his head in the direction of the conservatory. Standing in the doorway is Luella McCoy. I knew in the back of my head that was like, it was so early on, and they made such a connection to her, and I was like, there's no way that they just like kill her off so quick. We are about 30%. That's crazy. We got our first snow interaction. I'm sure there will be more. So far, I am very much enjoying this. I'll be honest, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I took a minute to kind of get into. This one, it had me right off the bat, so I'm happy with this one. I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. It's the next day. I'm gonna start reading part 2 because I literally woke up with withdrawals. And then also someone had commented on a very old TikTok that I posted in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes era, like when the movie was coming out, that I posted about Beatty, and it was a very minor spoiler, and I was like, ugh, don't do that. So like, I need to get this done so that nothing happens. I just wanted to quickly talk about Haymitch not even having his name pulled. That makes it even worse, knowing like the struggles that he goes through, and it wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be in the games. I've now processed that a bit more, so we're gonna find out what the fuck Luella is doing, how she even survived. I literally had to take this off because I don't know about anyone else. Let me know. The sleeve is like weirdly big for my book. I don't like hardcovers with sleeves, but like my other Hunger Games books are fine. This one's literally like sliding up. Like, you can even see it's literally round. It's not in the shape of a book, and it just keeps sliding. The power's back on now. Like, he wasn't even picked. I haven't cried yet. I just started my time of the month today, so it might be the day that I cried. Okay, I took my hair down. Do not judge how it looks. The way that he is so in love with what's her name? I actually cannot remember her name. It starts with an L. Lenore Dove. See, I'm so bad with these names. I know relatively how it's gonna end, and I don't like that. at all. And like Snow talking about the Covey, and obviously he's referencing Lucy Gray. Haymitch doesn't know that, but we know that. She is cooking with this book, and I'm cooked reading it. Like, I can't be doing this. Let's just go. Yay! This is sick and twisted. I don't even understand what they did with Luella. So she's not alive. I guess they like took her body. What the fuck? I feel like I'm getting this wrong. I'm not really sure, but that's sick and twisted. I mean, it's the Hunger Games, of course it's gonna be sick and twisted, but holy shit. Bro got a 1 in his training. He got a 1. He got a fucking 1. That's actually kind of funny. I am now about to start chapter 12. They're calling Luella Lulu now, so I'm gonna be calling her Lulu. I love that they are doing so much ally stuff. That's really interesting because we've only ever really seen Katniss being like, I don't want allies, I don't want allies. And here's Haymitch like collecting them like fucking Pokemon. I think that's so funny. Also, I'm so glad that the striker is the cover because I would not know how to imagine that otherwise. I have a feeling it's about to get bad and the games are starting very soon. I'm literally laying here with my book, just like chilling, and I'm just thinking of everything that's happened so far, and I'm like, damn. That's crazy. That is so crazy. It's literally like a parallel to President Snow, to Coriolanus, when he's like constantly thinking about Lucy Gray, except he's thinking of her in a way of like, he's making up a fake version of her in his head basically the whole time when she's at the games. Haymitch is just thinking about, what's her name? I can't ever remember her name. Something. Oh my god, this name is so hard for me to remember. Lenore. Jesus Christ. Like, he's just thinking about her all the time, and he keeps bringing her up, and I'm just like, it's not gonna end well. It's just not. I need to take a break every couple minutes after I finish a chapter to just be like, okay. But yeah, the games are getting closer. So are the interviews. But they have a lot of allies. Caesar Flickerman is back. I've missed him. I still hate Drusilla. What a bitch. They're talking about their interviews right now. They're about to go into it. I still can't get over he got a 1. That's so funny. I figured out the Lulu thing. I think I got confused at first. So it's someone that just looks a lot like Luella, and they've tortured her to act like they are Luella, which is really actually like even more sad. I haven't read any further. I could be wrong. I think Effie just arrived. I could be so wrong, but the way that it's described, I was like, oh my god, that's Effie. A young woman with lavender hair, dressed like a grape gumball, and green checked stockings. Who's ready for a big, big, big day? It's gotta be her. If it's not, I am not reading any further. I'm so sorry. It's Effie, it's Effie, it's Effie, it's Effie, it's Effie. I was literally like praying that she would be in this because I love her so much. And I'm so ready for their dynamic, her and Haymitch. Oh. I didn't know how she was gonna bring Effie into this because I didn't know like how old she would have been. I just read the interviews, and then the end of the chapter, fucking Lenore Dove called him. I don't know what they've said yet because I haven't read the chapter, but I'm very nervous that they're going to do something to her though. At chapter 14, I'm about halfway through by now, and I love Maisie still. I love her so much. Drusilla was married to, what's his name, Magno? Or is married to him? I don't know, and I don't really care either. But Effie and Maisie, my girls, of course they get along. I love them so much. I love Plutarch. I love him. He's so cool. He just let Haymitch talk on the phone with, okay, I feel like I'm saying the name wrong now. Lenore? I don't know. I'm saying Lenore Dove. Okay, now he's about to give him information on how to break the arena. So this plan has been in the making for years, because obviously they do that with Katniss in the Catching Fire. games are the best propaganda we have. You tributes, you're our stars. You carry it out, but only if we control the narrative. Don't let us. He just drank poison. I mean, obviously he doesn't die, but like he just drank poison. So Wyatt Callow died first out of like the main District 12, I guess, and also like the main characters that we were introduced to and are like supposed to be connected to. I liked him. I wasn't like super attached to him. You know, he had brains. That sucks. I mean, obviously everyone's gonna die at some point. It's just like, how sad is it gonna be? I still really love Maisie and I'm scared. They're making me go through this death twice. I mean, it's different people, I guess. Lulu and Luella, but... So he's like carrying her away from the claw, trying to take her body. And he ripped her thing she had on her chest that was like drugging her. So I just read chapter 17. I have one more chapter and then it's part 3, which I'm gonna read tomorrow because I'm getting a little bit like, I can't read too much in a day. Like I need a good break in between, and maybe that's my attention span. I find that chapter was a little bit like, I was a little bit bored just because it was a lot more description, and I feel like most of this book so far has had a lot of interactions with people, but obviously it is the Hunger Games and it's gonna be like he's alone. That's my least favorite chapter so far. Ampert showed up kind of at the end of it, which is good. I love him. It just got a little bit slow. They're about to, I think, do their little breaking the arena plan. Praying for Maisie. They don't know where she is. I miss her. Bring her back. Okay. I mean, obviously I didn't expect Ampert to live. It reminds me of Rue, of course. I feel like that's definitely meant to be some kind of connection. He's Beatty's son, and Beatty didn't want him to suffer. I haven't even read this part yet. You guys are gonna do it with me. These are programmed for Ampert and Ampert alone. His look, his smell, his taste. That's really fucked up. I am losing the fight. I am losing him. I know this, but there's nothing to do but keep swinging. A small white skeleton stripped clean to the bone. Buddy, I stumble forward, spotting his tracker. Ampert's been swallowed up by the capital, and his coffin will hold only these pearly white bones. He told Beatty he would try to not make his death painful, and I think the worst part is Beatty knew the whole time that his son wouldn't survive, and he just had to face that. And he knew it was in a way of like, this is what happens when you mess with the capital. We're gonna take your son now. Page 257. This has been a journey, and I have a feeling it's only gonna get worse. His bones were clean. That's so fucked up. Tomorrow, we're locked in. Alright, it's day 3. We're starting part 3. And probably finishing it. My friend sent me a Hey Mitch edit. It was to We Hug Now by Sydney Rose. The I have a feeling you got everything. Yeah, that one. Also, in the caption, it said Sunrise on the Reaping spoilers, and it had a bunch of, like, different quotes, and the way that I was watching it, and I was like, I don't want to see that, I don't want to see that. So finally, after today, I can look at everything and not worry about being spoiled, but also probably cry, because I'm still mourning Amber. I think that it, like, if he had died in a way that wasn't him suffering, it would have been fine, because obviously he wasn't gonna make it either way, but, like, the way that he died, where he's just bone, like, he doesn't even get a proper burial because he's literally just a skeleton. That's so fucked up. I actually, like, I can't even think about that. I'm worried for Maisie. I don't want it to be like if it's really sad, I don't know what to do. And then there's the whole Lenore Dove thing, and after the games, there's probably going to be some things going down. I guess we'll find out. I'm putting my fireplace back on to hopefully warm my dead cold heart at the moment. At least today I have my kitty. He's so happy to be here. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to, like, take too many breaks unless I genuinely need it for my mental health. Panic. This is his first meeting with any of the careers instead of allies. And the last sentence of this chapter is, what I see instead is the surprise that transforms his face as the dart pierces his throat. Please be Maisie. Please be Maisie. I'll be so fucking happy. Wait. Yes! Yes! I love her so much. She's alive. See, because I was waiting for nightfall so he could see who died in, like, the lava or whatever happened. And I was like, she can't be there, but it didn't happen yet. I'm, like, so happy right now, but also emotional for some reason. She says, any food? And he says, oh, I've got piles of food, but tragically no silverware. They're, like, joking around and just, like, making light of their situation, and I just love it. It was the same with Katniss and Rue, like, they connected with each other, and the same kind of with Katniss and Finnick too. That's the better connection here, is Katniss and Finnick. I just love that they're joking around. Oh, I really hope she has an easy death. I hope that it's not like she's attacked or something. He just called her family. Looking out for each other with no questions asked. That's family, I guess. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Also, I have my cat watching birds on my TV. That's why you hear birds. But also, it kind of gets me into the Hunger Games. I feel like I'm in the arena as I'm reading. Oh, okay. There's 2 careers left, and the rest are allies. I have no idea what to expect from here. And I know Suzanne is gonna bring up something else. I didn't even finish reading that. I know, but what I'm thinking, you and me, you remember what Ampert said when you made his token? Sure, I'll be your sister. Night, sis. I love sibling tropes, but also found family tropes so fucking much. I need to take a second. Tucker, I need you to stay here, so when Maisie dies, it won't be as sad, okay? Can you do that? Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. You're so nice. I knew in the back of my mind that Maisie is a twin, but I haven't really been thinking about it too much in the perspective of Marilee. But she just said, I keep wondering, will Marilee still be a twin after I'm gone? Always. I'm telling you guys, sibling tropes kill me. They really do. Guys, Katniss mentioned Oh my god, they said the name. Katniss mentioned Katniss. That was literally me reading Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, by the way. So, I'm about to start chapter 22. He says, I know exactly how we're getting through that maze. So they're trying to get through, like, the ladybug fiasco. And I assume they're going to light them on fire. My brain just went to Maisie might not make it through this. Literally all that I can think about is how she's gonna die, because I just love her. Oh, there's an ad. There's game makers in the arena, and I'm crying again over fucking Maisie. So they killed the game makers. Maisie and Merritt, I think is the name, and then they kind of like ran off. They're talking about Maisie's grandmother, and she said, no one ever loved me more. I always hoped I'd look like her one day. Never going to see myself grow old, I guess. I did not expect to like Maisie this much. And I remember when I told myself I'm not getting attached to anyone outside of maybe like Haymitch. Yeah. They burned the ladybugs. She's fine so far. I have 4 more chapters left, which is crazy. I'm guessing in the next 2 chapters it's gonna happen, and I'm dreading it. He still has to win and go back to District 12. I might as well just get it over with. She's with family, she's with me. I don't even want to keep reading right now. Oh, okay. A sister is someone you fight with and fight for, tooth and nail. Meg sent him strawberry ice cream and coffee, which are 2 things that we kind of connect to her character. It's okay to cry around Megs. Are you kidding me? Suzanne Collins, when I catch you, it's over. This is fucked up. I have 2 chapters left, and I just ended where Silka is below the tree. So he found Welly, and they got sent chocolate. And instead of, like, taking the chance and just killing her, he drops chocolate down to her, and she takes it and she eats it. I love seeing this side of Haymitch where he's so selfless and, like, brotherly, and we also see that in the way that he takes care of Katniss too, of course, but just seeing this side of him, like, before he even fully goes through everything that he goes through, just seeing him, like, make a gesture like that is just oh, it's fictional. Please stop crying. It's okay. I'm really sad about Maisie. I've been saying I know she wouldn't make it either way, but I don't know, I just really loved their dynamic and, like, how he called her family. Now there's only 1 twin. I genuinely have no idea what's gonna happen from here. 2 or 3 chapters. Maybe I have 3 chapters, because there's still quite a bit. Let me know in the comments what you think. This is a spoiler zone, so we can all have a conversation about it. Okay, so he's out of the arena. Obviously he won. He's back in the, like, tribute place, the apartment, One evening, a haunting melody weaves through my dreams. I startle from sleep, calling Lenore Dove's name. The television glows. On screen, a girl in a rainbow of ruffles sings a familiar tune with unfamiliar words. Lucy Gray mentioned. I did not think she would get mentioned. Truly, I didn't. Because didn't they delete, like, everything? But he's somehow seeing it. The way I gasped and grabbed for my phone. Ain't no way he figured that out. He figured out that Snow was there with her. That would have never crossed my mind. Like, if I was him and I hadn't read the previous book, the prequel, I would have been like, the fuck who are you? I don't know who this person is. Like, there's no way that you know. I mean, he's incredibly smart, so actually there is a way he would know. Okay, now I have 2 chapters left. I got mixed up for some reason. The cornucopia, what am I saying? The arena altogether makes an eye. So I guess she was going, I mean, the first, like, quotes at the beginning of the book, which I didn't show, were George Orwell, which is Big Brother, or 1984, sorry. She was going for, like, a Big Brother is watching kind of thing. So we've got George Orwell, William Blake. So that's interesting. I took a break to eat dinner, and a few times throughout this book, Haymitch talked about, like, whenever a tribute would die, they were sent home, and, like, he talked a lot about just, you know, whoever's family getting their relative home. They didn't even send them home until they were sending Haymitch home, which is now. They are coffins. Luella, Maisley, and Wyatt will be riding home with me. I thought them long buried, peacefully resting in their family plots on the hill in District 12. Instead, we will finish this journey together. So, I mean, it's not even shocking. This is sick. And twist. The Hanging Tree song. Okay, sorry, I'm peeking too far. This is why I need to, like, cover the pages as I read. Oh my god, that just hit me so deeply that, like, they didn't even get sent home. We've never seen, like, what happens to tributes that you go with, because Katniss gets to go home with Peeta. And obviously, Lucy Gray's games were very different from what they are, like, later. God, that's just horrible. Didn't even send Lenore Dove home either. Give this guy a break, man. I ran out of storage on my fucking phone. I'm doing this on Snapchat right now. What the fuck? They're reunited. Lenore and fucking Haymitch, I almost called him Snow. But I looked down at the bag. It's a normal bag with the Donner's label. Then I noticed the gumdrops, not a variety of colors, not a rainbow. They're all deep blood red. I remember Snow's rose, his final words to me, and the pieces fall into place. Is she gonna fucking die? Oh my god, is she gonna die? Like, his fucking family just died. Oh my god. No, don't. What the fuck? Listen. I knew, okay? I'm not stupid. Obviously, this is gonna happen, but this is so fucked up. Her head jerks a bit to the side. She's saying, oh my god, it's like Peeta. She's turning him to the sun. Don't you let it rise on the reaping. Don't let it rise on the reaping. Lenore Dove, please try and hold on, darling. Okay, I promise, but you can't go. You can't leave me because I love you like all fire. Oh my god, okay. you too. I think that's what her lips said. Fuck, man. Suzanne Collins, when I catch you, you're eating the poison next. This is so fucked. Oh my god. I'm literally on fucking Snapchat filming this right now. I'm on the last chapter. He fucking poisoned that bitch. She's not a bitch. I'm mad. I'm sad, okay? I'm grieving. There's been so much, literally all the deaths. He shuts everyone out. All his friends. Blair and Burdock. Oh, this one hurts the most, I think. I resort to throwing rocks hard at them. It takes one hitting Astrid on the forehead, blood pouring down her perfect face to finally get them to leave me alone. Hurting her that way feels worse than anything I did in the arena. All that I can think of is, like, Haymitch now in the future and, like, seeing Katniss and, like, all that he can see is Burdock. The covey each marked only with a snippet of their name poems among them, yet some maintain that to this day she is a living child. Lucy Gray, that you may see sweet Lucy Gray upon the lonesome wild. God, I didn't think it was gonna hit this hard. Cause, like, obviously, I thought Maisley and Ampert would hurt the most, and they do really hurt. Because we didn't really, like, connect with the other characters that much, even though, like, despite Haymitch's mentions of them, like his family and his girlfriend, but, like, oh my god, it hurts. I hit the bottle even harder, drinking, disappearing into the night, regaining consciousness in the forgotten places of District 12. I'm staring at a message sprayed in bright orange paint. No capital, no hanging tree. It's a rebel play on the Capitol's propaganda. No capital, no reaping. A memory tugs at me. Maisley in the arena after she killed the game maker. Spider Silk in her mama's song. The orange paint on her fingernails is Lenore. It's a sign for Lenore because she wrote no capital, no hanging tree, no capital, no reaping. And it says, you promise me. Her reminder that I must prevent another sunrise on the reaping. With that, she condemns me to life. Jesus, this is like so much. Too much for me. I just finished it. I'm gonna read the epilogue. It's like literally a page long. But, wow. I feel like I just gained so much information and I don't know what to do with it. The epilogue is talking about Katniss. I first saw the girl at the Hob when she was just a baby. Burdock was so proud of her. He toted her around everywhere. After he died in that mine explosion, she started coming alone, trading the odd squirrel or rabbit. Tough and smart, her hair in 2 braids, then reminding me for all the world of Luella McCoy, my sweetheart of old. And after she volunteered for the games, that nickname couldn't help but slip out. I didn't want to let them in, her and Peeta, but the walls of a person's heart are not impregnable. Not if they have ever known love. That's what Lenore Dove says anyway. Like, the entire time, he's just thinking of Luella. She's not an easy person. She's like me, Peeta always says. But she was smarter than me, or luckier. She's the one who finally kept that sun from rising. I drink differently these days, though. Less to forget, more out of habit. When my time comes, it comes. But I have no idea when that will be. I know one thing, though. The Capitol can never take Lenore Dove from me again. They never really did in the first place. Nothing you can take from me was ever worth keeping. And she is the most precious thing I've ever known. So that was, like, after everything, like the end of the Hunger Games, like Mockingjay. I feel like I need to let this sink in for a while before I can even say my thoughts. Like, I'm still beat up over the last, like, hour of reading this. So this is probably gonna be very jumbled because I literally just finished reading the book and, like, I'm all over the place still. But I just wanted to talk while it's, like, fresh on the mind. Like, I really loved getting closure. It's not even really closure, but, like, a little bit of closure on Lucy Gray and, like, she has a grave, even though it said something like, you might still be out there, whatever it said. That was really interesting, because that also kind of proves a little bit the theory that she just runs off and like starts her own life. So I never thought that she was dead. I don't think that she died like at that age. I think she did run off and like started her own whatever she did, and I hope she had a very happy and long life. This goes out to Haymitch. I get it. I get the drinks. I really do. Because right now, I'll be so honest, I might have to crack a cold one in your favor. Suzanne, you never miss. You know exactly how to write a banger. And obviously there's underlying political references in the story, which I'm not like the smartest to pick up on everything, but I can't wait to see like people translate that and educate myself on that further. But as for just the Hunger Games itself, I think it's amazing. I definitely liked it more than I liked Ballad, because it was harder for me to get into Ballad because obviously it's written in Snow's perspective, and it's President Snow. Like, how am I supposed to like this guy? I do think that this book and the movie is gonna be better. The epilogue, it's literally a page long, but it was so good. I loved that he brought up Peeta and Katniss and how he sees Luella and Katniss. And Effie, I like that she stuck by him despite still being like, oh, but the Hunger Games are good for us, like we need to have it every year. Like, we know that she has character development later on, so it's easy for me to like her either way. I mean, she's just so likable. They've been there since the beginning together, and she's been there for him, and it just really shows like her true heart despite all those other things about her, and like that's just how she was raised, you know. Like, there's just, she had to be slowly taken out of it. All that I can do is think about the way that Haymitch would have looked at Katniss when she first kind of got reaped, and he had to face her and know that he was friends with both of her parents. Also, can we talk about the fucking gay couple? It was so slight, but it was there. I hope you enjoyed. Let me, like, use this comment section as a place to discuss everything. Like, even if I didn't fully mention it in this video, like, bring it up. Or if I missed anything, maybe, bring it up. I would love to discuss it. A lot of things go right over my head sometimes, and I just don't pick up on it until later on, and I'm like scrolling through TikTok and someone points it out and I'm like, wait, how did I not realize that before? Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching me break down and go through all the stages of grief at once. I'm literally like about to fall asleep, but this thought is haunting me and I need to get it out before I forget. Haymitch being just a little bit too late to save every single person that he loses. Just by a little bit. Like, Maisie leaves 2 minutes later, she's attacked the moment they get her alone, and he goes out, and by the time he gets to her, it's too late. Same with Amber, same with his mom and his brother, and then Lenore. Like, fuck, dude, seriously. Anyways, that's it. This was, even though a horrible read, also a really great read, and I can't wait to try to shove this on my bookshelf somewhere next to my other 4 Hunger Games books. Another one for the books. Like and subscribe.